Lady fellas, F and Real Society, welcome to the Fantasy in Reality Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Spencer Tacker. Today, in the ridiculously over-decorated studio, I'm so glad to say, finally, the football season has come back to us. So excited. We are right there. Thursday night football, we finally get a small taste of what we've been waiting for, and then Sunday, the big day, we get to see all the games. So excited. We're finally here. We've waited since February to see some real football. We finally get to see it with Thursday night football. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is start sits, Thursday night preview, and I'll do the pick'em of who I think is going to win the game. So let's start with the starts for the quarterbacks. Start Aaron Rodgers, obviously. He's going to want to come back this season to establish that he's still the guy there. Obviously, there's no question about that. But he just wants to get a bit of a better performance than he had last season. And he's going to start that with Thursday night performance. Hopefully eclipsing 3 touchdowns, 250 plus yards. So Aaron Rodgers is a start for me. Even with the Bears defense, I think Aaron Rodgers is still going to get it done because he's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to pick apart their defense, even though they have one of the top few defenses coming in this season, especially based on last season. So we'll see how well he does, but he should do well. Now for the Bears, Mitchell Trubisky, I would start him if he's my number one quarterback. If you got an earlier quarterback, I would probably start them before Trubisky. He should have a good game. We'll see how he works with the rookie, David Montgomery, and all the weapons around him being possibly hurt. We'll see how that goes. So I would start Trubisky, but if I had a better option, I would start them. Now, as for running backs, I would probably sit Aaron Jones. We need to see what they're going to do on offense in Green Bay to see how well they use him, how often they use him, if they're going to use Jamal Williams and whatnot. See how often Aaron Jones is used, how much volume he gets in this game against a really good defense. So I don't think he'll do very great, but he could see potential. We'll see what they're going to do, how much they're going to use him. So I'm excited to see that, but I'm not excited to start him. Now on the opposite side with David Montgomery and Tariq Cohen, it's a bit early to tell. I would probably start David Montgomery. I'd be very nervous about it because he's a rookie, his first game. We'll see how he does, especially on the main stage, the very first game of the season. That could get to a few youngsters and get in their head, might rattle them a bit. They are professionals, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but people aren't perfect. That might happen. So I'm excited to see how they use Montgomery, just like Aaron Jones, but I might be a bit nervous to start him. I would, but like I said, it's just that unknown because he's a rookie. And Tariq Cohen, if you are in a PPR league, deep sleeper, I would probably use him as a flex, but if it's a regular 10-man standard, I probably wouldn't start him this week. On to receivers, Davante Adams must start. I think he is going to have a big game. Start of the season right, boom, and then hit the ground running, keep it going all season long. With the MVS and Geronimo Allison situation, I would probably want to start Marquez Valdes-Scantling over Geronimo Allison. I'm a bit nervous for both of them because in my eyes, they're almost equally at number 2. It's Davante Adams, and then both of them right here behind him. It's not a 1, 2, 3. It's a 1, a 2A, and a 2B. So I would feel more comfortable not starting either one, but if you had to, I would probably go MVS over Allison. I think that MVS might start off a little bit quicker, and then Allison coming off the injury, he should be 100% no problem, but it's just to reestablish himself into that offense from last season. Onto the Bears side with Allen Robinson. I would probably start Robinson if I had to. He's a start. he should have a decently good game. The Packers defense isn't too scary in the secondary, so Trubisky could take early shots to establish that we can try to do what we can on you, and we're going to succeed at it. We'll see how that goes. Trubisky's kind of up in the air. He's not a secure quarterback of, I'm going to do this and it's going to happen, just like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a guy that is very confident. He's going to throw that long ball and somehow someone comes down with it, as you've seen in years past. So with Trubisky, I don't have that same confidence in the fact that if he throws it up, someone will get it. The odds are that they could have big plays with Allen Robinson, but Anthony Miller, not quite 100%, I don't believe. So Miller would be a sit. Trey Burton's probably a game time decision. I would probably sit him as well. So Allen Robinson would probably be the only wide receiver that start on that team. So since we sit Trey Burton, we're also going to sit Jimmy Graham. I'm hoping that Jimmy Graham has a bounce back season. He has such potential, even with his limited skill set, which is weird to say about Jimmy Graham, but his skill set of not being able to block very well, so they're not going to put him on the field as much. But that just means that hopefully when he's on the field, they're going to use him because he's going to run routes. They're going to hopefully see him in the red zone. He could see a couple red zone targets in the Thursday game, but we'll see how that goes. They might have a lot of longer plays with Devontae Adams, MVS, and Allison, a few runs with Jones, maybe even Williams, to maybe limit Jimmy Graham's chances of seeing red zone targets. So we'll see how that goes. It's all a bit nerve-wracking for week one. You're so excited, but you're also very nervous because you almost have nothing to go on, because just because of last season something happened does not mean that it's going to happen this season. Someone might have a good season, a bounce back one, or just completely fall off from last year. So that's fantasy football. That's what makes it exciting. That's what makes the unknown. So I'll probably sit Jimmy Graham just based on not knowing how they're going to do with him this season. If he has a great game, he could be a start for the next few weeks. We'll see. But as of now, I have both tight ends as a sit, Trey Burton and Jimmy Graham. With that said, I believe that it's going to be a really good game. The Bears defense should be better than the Packers defense. HaHa Clinton Dix is coming back to see his old team. We'll see how that works out. Khalil Mack coming to see if he can put his hands on Aaron Rodgers. That should be an interesting matchup to see. Each of them dictating their side of the ball, how they're going to play that chess match. It should be a great game. You should start both kickers. It should be a decently high-scoring game. Although the Bears have the better defense, the Packers have a few more weapons and the much better quarterback. So I feel that it could be not a blowout, but not a super single-digit point game. I'm predicting the score to be 34-24, with the winner being the Green Bay Packers. That's my pick for this Thursday night's game. We'll see how that goes. I'm also going to do start sits for the Sunday and Monday games later this week. I'll also do pick'ems for everyone this week. So we'll try to keep track how my record is throughout this entire season. For the primetime games, I'll also try to predict the score. But with all that said, I hope that this information helps you in your starting lineup, make your decisions in the early games. Like I said, I'll have all the other start sits later on this week before the Sunday games start. So you'll have all that. Hopefully this is a good start to let you know who you should start, who you should sit in this Thursday's game. And just because I say you should start sit these guys, you make the final decision. I'm only trying to give a little bit of information of what I think could happen, how I feel about certain players. You set the final lineup. It's your decision. You do not have to go by my opinion. anyone else's. It's your team, your lineup. You got this. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Please leave comments, topic suggestions, questions down there in the comment section below. We'll try to answer any questions that you have. Remember that sports are supposed to be enjoyed, so please watch them together. Watch that Thursday night game together. Come back here, see if I was right, if I was wrong. Tell someone about us. We want to grow the community. And with that, please smash that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so we can try to keep giving you as much content as possible. But for hopefully the last time before we see some actual games, God bless America and God bless fantasy football. Take care.